just missed. And he blows that one by at 100.
The healthy cut, tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
And a swing and a miss. They didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout. Lou Gehrig now at the plate as he swings through strike one. Swings and misses. And it's 0-2. Now a screamer into the outfield. Ohtani makes the play. That's out number 2.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
That's off the mark. 2 balls, no strikes. And that's in the dirt. 2 outs, base is empty. And he walked him on 4 pitches.
You know, I think he's okay with that outcome. It wasn't an intentional walk, but he wasn't exactly trying to attack the zone either.
Hank Aaron at the plate with 2 away, swings through that one. That misses. 1-1. Good eye in that spot. 2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. And we're just getting started here in the top of the first. Drifts towards it. Hauls it in to end the inning. Adalberto Mondesi up to the plate.
The second baseman, Adalberto.
The wind of the pitch. Swings and misses. 0-1.
0-1's the count.
And a swing and a miss.
0-2 is the count.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Here's Shohei Ohtani. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1.
0-1.
Swings through that. 1 out, base is empty.
2 strikes.
Next offering is outside.
0-2 fastball way out of the zone. I think he's trying to speed him up. Got to stay back. Off speed's probably coming.
Marte throws to first in time. And they get Ohtani for the out. 2 outs, base is empty. Now it's Jose Ramirez. Way upstairs. And that's ball 1. And a swing and a miss there.
1-1.
Donaldson winds and fires. That one fouled off. The pitch. And a swing and a miss. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's a big power threat. Chipper Jones. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
A lot of pitchers have caught on to how good he is hitting the first pitch. Smart to avoid the zone right there.
In the air, left side. Mantle puts it away for the out. 1 down. Now the batter now, Billy Williams. That one misses, and that's ball 1. Just missed.
Well, he's so great about hitting the ball the other way. He gets those arms extended. So right there, just trying to straighten him up a little bit so he doesn't have as much outside plate coverage.
That one to first, into the outfield, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. Just one of those seeing high base hits through the infield. He just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find a hole and get you a knock.
Swings and misses, and that's strike one. The 1-1 is fouled off. Man at first, one away. And another ball. Hits and misses. It's a strikeout. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Swing and a miss at 100 miles an hour. Vladdy in his 5th season, 25 years old, and he was born in Canada. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. And that one almost hit him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Struck him out looking. Froze him with the heater at the knees. Bottom half of inning number 2. Now the left fielder, Mickey Mantle. Donaldson back to work. Out there to center. Mantle has this one sized up. And there's one down. Ken Griffey Jr. will hit next. First pitch swinging.
Got some cut action to it. Velocity pretty good on that slider. So far moving the ball around nicely.
Swing and a miss, and 1-0-2 on the radar gun. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Up and in, and a count 1-2. 0-0 here in the bottom of the second. The punch out there. 2 down. And now the first baseman, Hank Aaron. Strike one.
0-1's the count.
And there's a ball. And a 1-1. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Strike 3 on the foul tip. And we're back onto the 3rd inning. Stepping in the long ball threat, Mickey Mantle. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike 1. That's off the mark, and now it's even 1-1. Righty to the plate. 1-0-1 on the gun, swing and a miss. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Drifts towards it. But it's the third baseman who gets there to make the play. 1 away. So the lineup flips over. And now the shortstop, Jimmy Rollins. Foul ball there. Top of the 3rd, no score. And that's in the dirt. Going to count 1-2. That one way inside. 2-2 down. And a swing and a miss. And there's 2 down. And next is the designated hitter, Lou Gehrig. He's 0 for 1. 1 there. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
1-1.
Left-hand hitter waits. And strike 2.
Well, you got to find a way to catch up to that pitch. Perhaps shorten the swing, eliminate the stride. That one came in hot.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. And welcome back to the ballpark. And here is Pudge Rodriguez. As the lefty gets to work. In for a strike. 0-1.
Well, these guys definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over-aggressive. I'm specifically talking about the first pitch. These batters are swinging more than 80% of the time, which is fine if you're scoring runs, but that hasn't been the case today.
Batted by him for the K. This is Corbin Carroll. Swing and a miss as he was late that time. Swing and a ball lifted in the air, shallow left field, and that'll fall for a base hit.
Hey, whatever works, right? Doesn't have to be impressive.
He clearly didn't catch that one on the big part of the bat. Just kind of muscled it out there. And, you know, on the mound, it can be pretty frustrating for a pitcher, but you just kind of have to expect those to drop in there sometimes.
The pitch. Swing and a miss. That one at 1-0-1.
When you're taking your lead.
Rudder takes off. In the air, right field. Nabs it. The throw in. Now a throw to first, and he won't get back. New inning getting started. And now the big-time power threat, Jorge Posada. The right-hander back to work. That's to third. Throws to first. One up, one down. Stepping in, Hank Aaron. Swing and a miss. That's strike one. Swings through that one out in front that time.
Well, that's that slope right there. He threw it extremely well. Talk about just a ton of breaks. So tough to get that barrel to.
Swings and misses. Struck him out. Here's the third baseman, Chipper Jones. Swings through that one.
The guy's going this good. He's retired 7 in a row. You got to step out of the box, fake bunt, do something to break it up.
And now the count is even. Swing and a miss as he was late.
1 ball.
2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. Picks up strikeout number 7. Bottom of the inning. Here's the second baseman, Adalberto Mondesi. Donaldson back to work. Fastball for a strike.
Boog, over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. You're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound.
Bunt attempt, but that goes foul. That one off the mark. Now 1-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. He's 0 for 1. First pitch misses. Swings through that one for strike 1.
1-1.
Base is empty, 1 away. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. And that one fouled off.
A little tardy on that fastball. Is going to have to get it going a little quicker. Get that front foot down.
One down, base is empty. Swings and misses. Nasty fork ball for strike 3. Here's Jose Ramirez. Went down on strikes his first time through. And that is cut on and missed. Strike 1.
0-1's the count.
That one drifts inside. Donaldson delivers. And a swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Hangs and misses. It's a strikeout. Ready now for the 5th inning. And now here is Billy Williams. And he deals. Swinging a foul straight back.
You know, this group of hitters just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases that are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
Swing and a miss. 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That's down and in.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
And that skips in the dirt. Left-hand batter waits. Got him. Looks like he's picked up right where he left off. Here's Ketel Marte. Popped up to the left. Into foul ground. Drifts towards it. But it's the third baseman who gets there to make the play. And there's 2 away. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now. First pitch, not close. Swing and a miss, strike 1. All tied up, and we're at the top of the 5th. Comes up empty, that's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And another ball.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Righty delivers. That misses the zone, and that's ball 3. Right side. Ohtani settles under it and puts the squeeze on that one. And that is that. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now Mickey Mantle. A line to kick the pitch. Swing and a miss. Mantle, 24 years old, usually in center field, but today starting in left. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
One thing I always felt if I played left field instead of center field was that the ball gets out there to you pretty quick, and the most important play is that ball down the left field line, getting to it, cutting it off, making a strong throw to keep that single instead of turning it into a double.
Junior now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. Next offering in there for a strike. No balls, 2 strikes. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. And here's the first baseman, Hank Aaron. And that one hammered. Bangs off the wall. Around first, heading for 2. Aaron around second, on his way to third.
Waste no time there. Against good pitchers, you've got to take advantage of the mistakes. That was right in his wheelhouse, and he didn't miss a stitch.
Rodriguez in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. And a big swing and a miss. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good, and then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
And a pitch. And a swing and a miss. Huge strikeout there. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. Digging in is the switch inning outfielder, Mickey Mantle. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Struck him out swinging. Blew the express right by his bat for strike 3. So digging in, Jimmy Rollins. That one pulled foul. The 0-1. The shortstop takes the ball. And a swing and a miss.
This guy's sink has so much drop in it. It's almost like a split finger fastball. Instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground, he gets swings and misses.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Pulled the string on the changeup. Now it's the DH, Lou Gehrig. And first offering is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. And we're at the top half of the 6th. Swing and a miss. Nice changeup.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
That to right. Under it. Makes the grab, and that's the inning. And we're back. Here's the center fielder, Corbin Carroll. And the pitch. A little out front there as he swings through it.
0-1's the count.
And that one is lifted in the air. Aaron gets under it. Brings it in. And there's one down. Now here's Bobby Witt Jr. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. And the first pitch misses for ball one. Base is empty, one away here in the bottom of the sixth. And that's downstairs and outside. Just missed.
He hasn't fallen behind in the count like this all day. He's in danger of walking his first batter right here.
That one in triple digits. Foul back our way, and that's out of play. Here's Donaldson with the payoff pitch. And there's ball four.
Well, that's a really dangerous base runner to put on first, especially in a tie game. Now there might be some consequences coming from that mistake.
Mondesi swings through it for strike one.
With two strikes, may see some movement over there at first base.
Runner on the go. Up the middle, and there's a hit. Throws to second. Here comes Witt around third. Now they've got him in a rundown.
All over that one right there.
Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Ohtani swings through it for strike one. Mondesi on the move. Swing and a miss. No throw. He's in there safely. Witt on third. Mondesi at second with one away. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Gassed it right by him. Here's some real power at the plate. Jose Ramirez. Swing and a miss. Strike one.
Just an outstanding job of spinning the baseball.
And that one in the air center field. And that's the third out. We go to the top of the seventh. Here's the catcher, Jorge Posada. Now the right-hander ready to go. Still no score. There's a swing and a drive. Ohtani going back on this one. Pulls it in on the warning track.
This lineup is having a tough time finding a good rhythm at the plate. Their swings are disjointed, which tells me they're having issues with pitch recognition.
Hank in the box again. Takes the strike. Strike two.
Quickly in an 0-2 count, you've got to figure out a way to shorten your path to the baseball. Put it in play somewhere, then you got a chance.
Got it by him for the K. So two down now, and here is Chipper Jones. And first offering is fouled off. And ball one. All tied up here in the top half of inning number 7. That got him. And the potential winning run is aboard. Here's the left fielder, Billy Williams.
I don't care what some players might say. Nobody likes getting hit by a pitch unless you're in an 0-2 count and there's a knuckleballer out there on the mound.
And that's down and away. Tries to get back and save.
If you're a base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
Rips one to right. And that's a fair ball. And that rolls into the corner. Throw quickly to the infield. And the go-ahead run has to hold up at third with 2 away. So 2 on with 2 away. Ketel Marte up to the plate. Got to be careful with a slugger like this because he can turn it into a 3-run game in the blink of an eye.
guarantee you, after that last visit.
Bit of strategy here. They issue the intentional walk, and that'll set up a force play at any base. And now the first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Now coming in at
Swing and a miss. That's strike one. That one ripped. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now Mickey Mantle. He swings and hits a fly ball, center field. Mantle balls it in, and there's one away. And now the DH, Ken Griffey Jr. A bit behind with that swing. It's strike one. And a strike.
Pretty rare location right there, right down the middle. This guy paints the edges. I'm not sure if you're going to see that pitch again as a hitter.
Nasty fork ball for strike three. And here's the first baseman, Hank Aaron. And a foul ball, third base side. 2 down, nobody on. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Swings through that one for strike 2.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Out to short. Throw over to Rodriguez. And that is all set for the start of the inning. Now here is Mickey Mantle. And a pitch. There's a strike.
0-1's the count.
Wouldn't chase that time. The wind and the pitch. And another ball. Close one, doesn't get the call. 3-1. Kicks and deals. Swing and a miss. And the count is filled up. Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk.
And he's a guy that will certainly think about stealing a bag or two. Not the kind of speed you want to put on base in a tie game.
Gregory Soto gets the call from the pen. Rollins goes after that one for strike 1.
0-1.
That's ripped, and this one could be extra bases. Lead runner touches second, headed for third. And he's got a double.
Well, he's been having a hard time just putting the ball in play in this one, so that should help soften the blow. Off the
Dives, and he can't hang on. Gets it there in time, though, and on the out, a run scores. Here's Jorge Posada now with a man in scoring position. Got it started a little too early. Strike 1.
In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first and prevent that run from scoring.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Now it's the right fielder, Hank Aaron.
1-0.
In the dirt. Nice job behind the plate. One run across in the frame so far, and we're in the top of the 8th. And a swing and a miss there.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Inside, just missed. Now a high fly ball out to left center. Under it. And makes the play, and that's out number 3. Bottom of the 8th. And here is Pudge Rodriguez. Donaldson back to work. And fouled off.
This pitcher's done a good job of disrupting the hitter's timing with the mix of pitches and changing speeds. You want to keep that front foot inconsistent for the batter. Their swings are hesitant, and that's exactly what you want on the mound.
And that's off the inside edge. And it's 1-2. Got him swinging. It's a strikeout. The high heat, too much on that one. And now the center fielder, Corbin Carroll, 1 for 2. So they're making a move for a bat off the bench. Trey Turner.
And this is a big at bat coming, Boo. Definitely a little added pressure on him here.
Looking to get the tying run on base. Swing and a miss. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
Turner pops it up. He's under it. And there are 2 down. Bobby Witt Jr. now at the plate. Corner infielders guarding the lines, trying to prevent extra bases. Tried to check his swing there. Now an appeal to first. And that's a swing, according to umpire Matthew Ross. Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2. Swings and misses. And we're back. And now, Chipper Jones. Soto back to work.
Ball 1, no strikes.
Ball 1, no strikes. Slice to right. He won't get there. That should be extra bases. Now around second, going for third. The relay throw in there safely.
Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
That breaking ball is in for a strike, and quickly it is 0-2. Williams checks his swing, appeal to third, and he held back according to Ricky Holiday. That one just misses.
Don't be surprised to ball on the ground to the corners if they come.
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. You can kiss it goodbye. And that should quiet this home crowd. It's 3-0.
A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
New pitcher on now, Eric Gagne.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Marte in the box now as he leaves that one up high.
Boom, that's cheddar, baby.
1-0-1 on the gun, swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Next pitch misses, 2-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth. Swing and a deep drive. This one's got a chance. Way back there, and boom goes the dynamite. He goes deep in his first at bat off the bench. It's their second home run of the inning, and they tack one on the board. It's 4-0.
Pitchers are taught to keep the ball down so that you don't get hurt. But unfortunately on that one, he made a pretty good pitch in terms of location, but it was just a better swing.
0-1. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
4-2 is the count.
Oh, he doesn't get the call. And the count 1-2. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Had him out front for strike 3. Rollins, the batter now as he swings and misses for strike 1. There's the swing and a miss.
Look, it looked like that curveball backed up on him, and although it's a mistake, it works out really good for the pitcher. The hitter has timed it up, expects it to be to a certain spot, and it just doesn't get there.
And there's a ball. 2 gone, bases empty, but 3 runs across here at the top of the ninth. Next one misses, and it's 2-2. Caught him looking for the K. Bottom 9, and the batter now at Alberto Mondesi.
Second baseman, Adalberto Mondesi. Now pitching, Adam Ottavino.
Here comes a pitch. swing and a miss. And that is strike one. Ottavino, a very difficult guy to get hits off of. It's really rare for teams to string stuff together against him.
He wins every pitch, and for a hitter, sometimes a victory is just fouling off one of his pitches.
And another ball.
Unless he beats himself, somehow can't find it, doesn't have the control and command that day, you can pretty much forget about it.
Kicks and fires. Good job to fight that one off. As a hitter, there's even more pressure to take advantage of any mistake, right?
Yeah, and you're hoping that somehow, some way, whether it's a hit by pitch, a walk, something bad happens, because outside of that, stuff is just too good to fail.
Ohtani now at the plate as he swings through strike one. That one's upstairs, ball one. And the count is 1-1.
And he's got deception in his delivery, and it's not that he's trying to deceive the hitters. He just has this natural flow that makes it hard for hitters to pick the ball up. It gets on them a little bit quicker than they anticipate, even though they know what the velocity numbers are.
So they're down to their final out. Jose Ramirez, the next to hit, late on that fastball. Next offering in there for a strike. That's strike two. Ottavino is just one strike away. This one smashed down the right field line. That's the ball game.
Well, you win this one 4-0, and it feels like you could have exploded for more offensively, but you also realize that at times.
Here's Shohei Ohtani.
for New York, the right fielder, Shohei Ohtani.
The wind of the pitch. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
0-1.
That one well upstairs. And that is ball one. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike two.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Couldn't catch up to the heater. Now here's Bobby Witt Jr. That one hit to right. Flying after this one. Drops for a hit. He couldn't run it down. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
Oh, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Swing and a miss. Nice changeup.
And he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
In the air, right center. This is mashed way back and gone. And just like that, they're out front. It's 2-0.
That one was a hanger, and pitchers typically don't get away with making a mistake like that. And right there, he made him pay.
1 out, base is empty. Digging in, Mickey Mantle. Swing and a high fly ball down the left field line, but hooking foul. Still only 1 out here in the inning.
Another 0-2 count right here. Pitcher just in the driver's seat. He can go anywhere he wants to go right here.
Some high cheese for strike 3. Ken Griffey Jr. getting ready to hit. In the dirt. And it's 1-0. And that's in the dirt.
He doubled up on the off speed there. We talk about the power fastball, but he's working a little differently here.
Right through there for a strike. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
He got away with one there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
Cut on and miss. Struck him out. 3rd out, and that ends the frame. Now here's the switch hitting power threat, Elly De La Cruz. As he turns on the rubber, and with that good live arm delivers. Ground ball right side, and it goes just foul.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
That hit him. And the leadoff man is aboard to start the inning.
You know, Boog, there always seems to be that oh-no moment for the pitcher when he's lost control of his pitch, and most of the time, it's right when he lets it go. He knows that it's not headed where he intended it to go.
And the righty deals. Snap throw from Punch, and he dives back in time.
He might want to steal second in this spot, but he's dealing with a catcher that has one of the best pop times in the game. He needs to pick his spot very wisely.
Bunting, but that's a foul ball. The pitch. And now 2-2. Just missed.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Couldn't catch up to the heater. And here's Corey Seager to hit. That one is absolutely belted. That's a fair ball, and it's getting into the corner.
Now, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch.
Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and lifted into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
In the dirt, blocked. Runners stay where they are. That's ball one. 2 on, 1 out. In the dirt, and an excellent job keeping it right there. Wouldn't chase that time. That one 95 to finish him off. Now it's the power speed combo. Jackson Merrill. Squirts away a little bit.
0-1's the count.
Well done behind the dish. 0-1. Sliced hard but foul. Lugo, one of the best strikeout pitchers in the game, and that certainly is a benefit to him when he's in a spot like this. And that one is inside.
Yeah, if you're going to be in the game in high leverage situation.
Slides, but he can't come up with it. In to score is the runner from third, and they trail by 1.
Picks himself up an RBI. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
Bo Bichette up to the dish. Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate.
0-1. I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
In the dirt. No advance. Good job behind the dish. 2 outs. Couple of base runners at first and second.
Well, with this many pitches thrown here in this first inning, I mean, you're giving the other team a really good look. He's going to have to find a way to get some weak.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that'll do it. Second inning set to go. Now it's going to be Hank Aaron. The pitch. Swing and a miss as he was late that time. One of the amazing things about Hank Aaron is the consistency he had over the course of his career. Swings through that.
In terms of that consistency, making an all-star game in 21 straight seasons is a pretty good indicator of what a steady player Hank was.
The 0-2. That one blasted deep to right. That's back there. And it's off the out-of-town scoreboard. Round second, digging for third. The relay, the tag, and he's out trying for 3. This is Corbin Carroll. Swing and a high fly ball, pretty well struck right field. That one carrying and gone. And they boost their lead. It's 3-1.
High fastballs, especially with good velocity, can be really hard to catch up to. But he stays tall, his top hand works extremely well, and he absolutely clobbered it.
Pudge Rodriguez, the next to hit, takes ball 1. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And that one is in the dirt. And a count 2-1. Swing and a miss. Ugly swing right there.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
The pitch. Swings through it for the K. Blew the express right by his bat for strike 3. 2 outs, base is empty. Adalberto Mondesi up to the plate. That one finds the zone, and it's 0-1. Mondesi goes 6'1", 22 years old. Usually a shortstop, but today he's starting at second base. Checks his swing. Appeal down to third. And he won around. Not an easy call there, but that puts an end to the inning. Bottom of the second. In half up to hit. The wind of the pitch. That one clips the outside corner. 1-1. Next offering is foul back. That's one out in the bottom of the second. Stepping in, the long ball threat, Gunnar Henderson. Swinging a drive, deep right field. That one back there. And it is gone. He nails one out to right. It's 3-2.
Cutter inside can be a backbreaker. You have to catch it out front to get the barrel to it. Does a really good job recognizing it early, getting the bat head to it, and hitting it out of the ballpark.
And the right-hander deals. And that's just foul. One down, base is empty.
One ball, two strikes.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. At the plate, Elly De La Cruz. Hit by a pitch leading off the ball game. He was late there. Strike one. Two down, base is empty, but one run across. Bottom half of inning number 2. Righty to the plate. Swings and misses. Struck him out. Top half of the 3rd inning, and now the right fielder, Shohei Ohtani. Martinez back to work. In the air, right field. Mantle gets under it. One up, one down.
Woo! He was all over that first pitch fastball, just barely missed it. Man, this guy was ready to hit.
Witt at the plate now as he chases after that one.
Big time jam right there. I hate it as a hitter, but standing in center field, you can't help but chuckle a little bit.
Swing and a miss. One down, base is empty. On the ground. Now the throw to first on the run. And Witt is out. Here's Jose Ramirez. He's always a threat at the plate.
He's been flexing his power in the majors for a long time now. His first career home run was to right field right here inside Yankee Stadium in 2014. The right fielder that day for the Yankees, Ichiro Suzuki. Even he couldn't catch that one.
Yep, that ball went
Next
out.
pitch is outside. Check swing, no appeal. Swing and a miss, and 102 on the radar gun. Just misses with that one.
I don't know how you take that one after the called strike on the corner, just a little bit off the edge.
And down on strikes. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. As we go to the last of the 3rd. Here's a big power threat. Jackie Robinson. That one not close. Ball 1. A swing and a miss as he chases way out of the zone. And he chases a high fastball there.
One ball, two strikes.
Foul ball still, a 1-2 count. That one way inside.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than to have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter. On
the ground to third. And that one finds its way through. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock, and we'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
And a swing and a miss. And one gone. Here's some real power at the plate. Mickey Mantle. Swing and a miss, strike one.
This might be a steal situation, but that's not your average catcher behind the dish. You have to be careful here.
Swing and a miss, and he was fooled. And he's back to first in time. At the belt and fires. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Couldn't catch up to the heater. So up next, Jackson Merrill. And there's the strike.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
Left-hand hitter waits. Swung on, belted. Back there. It's a bomb. That'll fire up the dugout. It's 4-3.
Took on the big part of the yard for that home run and just barely got it over the wall. I thought for a second he brought it back out there too. He gave it a great effort, but you know those plays are so tough to pull off, and I'm sure he'd love to have another shot at it.
Bo Bichette. Gets a chance to hit. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
0-1.
Slides for the stop. Gathers and throws. And that's a great play for the out. Back here at Coors Field as we go to the top of the fourth. Leading off, Mickey Mantle.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
And takes low for ball one.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
Swing and a miss. And the count 1-1. And a foul ball. Right-hander kicks, deals. Tried to check his swing there, appeal to third, and Joe McDonald says he went around. And next is the designated hitter, Ken Griffey Jr. Struck out swinging his first time. And that's outside. Griffey was an instant sensation when he burst onto the major league scene back in 1989. A sweet swinging 19-year-old kid, and he got to play alongside his dad. He was a special player. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
And in his rookie year, it was already clear that Ken Griffey Jr. was a generational talent, a bona fide five-tool player, and every one of those five tools was elite.
And here's the first baseman, Hank Aaron. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1.
That term five-tool guy gets thrown around lightly sometimes, but with Junior, it applies 100%. There's nothing this guy couldn't do on the diamond.
And that one hit 97 on the gun. And another ball.
A rare 3-ball count here. He's been throwing strikes all day. Got to be ready to hit if you're in the box.
Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. A gigantic blast. It's 4-4.
Knew what pitch he wanted to hit. Spent on some other pitches in this at bat. Was very patient, and it paid off.
Base is empty with 2 away. Here's the center fielder, Corbin Carroll. Just missed. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. Close one, doesn't get the call. And it's 2-1. That one at triple digits.
Well, he just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
Payoff pitch. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. To second, and he's safe.
Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
2 outs. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike 1. Swing and a miss as he was late.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Here's the pitch. Runner breaks for third. Got him. They limit the. Back here in Denver, bottom 4, and now the big-time power threat, Ian Happ. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
The 1-0. Hammered on the line, base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out. And now it's William Contreras. And that's outside. Ball 1. First and second, no outs. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Swing and a miss. And 1-1. And another ball.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
This one in the dirt. Nothing happening on the bases, though. Payoff pitch. Up the middle. Finds his way through, base hit. Happ on his way home. He will score, and they take the lead. It's 5-4.
Stringing them together, that's 3 hits in a row. So impressive that he didn't get tied up or jammed on that pitch inside. Instead, good quick hands allowed him to get the barrel to it, just shoot it up the middle of the field for that knock.
And look out. That one gets him. The second man he's plunked in this one. Now the number 2 hitter, Jackie Robinson. A bunt, and it's popped up. They get the out on Robinson. And there's 1 down. Seager stands in now. Golden opportunity right here. 0-1.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Bird.
And he swings through that one.
No ball, 2 strikes.
All loaded up. Dangerous hitter at the plate. Strike 3. Got him swinging. Huge strikeout there. Now it's the right fielder, Mickey Mantle. This one chopped to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. New inning getting started. Now here's the switch inning power threat at Alberto Mondesi. And a swing and a miss. This guy who grew up in big league clubhouses, got to be a nice feeling, Siggy, when your father played in the big leagues and he passes down all that wisdom. Goes down looking for the strikeout. Couldn't pull the trigger on a fastball at the knees. Back to the top of the lineup. Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. Rolled softly, but that goes foul.
I can only imagine the comfort level of being in the ballpark. For those kids who are fortunate enough to have a dad that played in the big leagues, them being on the baseball field, for some it's pressure. For them, they feel that they are right at home.
Couldn't catch up to the heater. Bobby Witt Jr. will hit next. 1 for 2. Swings through that one.
0-1.
On the ground at first, Robinson. He takes it on his own, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Now it's the power speed combo. Jackson Merrill. Out to short. Witt. Safe at first as they can't make the play. And the batter will be the shortstop, Bo Bichette. Popped in the air. Left field. Mantle pulls it in on the run.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
And that one hammered back there. Gone. And they add a pair. It's 7-4.
Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat. You watch him from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that swing.
One down. Stepping in, the long ball threat, Gunnar Henderson. And there's the strike. Henderson in his second season, 22 years old. And he was a second-round pick back in 2019. And a swing and a miss there.
0-2.
Got him swinging. 2 outs, base is empty. And here's the catcher, William Contreras. There's a strike.
0-1.
Wouldn't chase that time.
Well, the good thing so far is that he hasn't issued any free passes. Unfortunately, they're making pretty good contact. So not getting the swings and misses and making that defense work behind it.
2 down, nobody on. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that'll do it. And we're back. Down to third baseman, Jose Ramirez. Martinez back to work. Swing and a miss. That one at 1-0-1. Next offering in there for a strike. That is strike 2. And a pitch. High fly ball down the left field line. Going back. Gone. He dunks it off the foul pole. It just got out of here. His second home run of the game, and they cut into the deficit. It's 7-5.
That's the exact definition of hitting the ball where it's pitched, taking that outside fastball and driving it the opposite way out of the ballpark. You want to bottle that type of approach.
Now a chance for Mickey Mantle. And a seed into center. That's a base hit.
He was all over that one. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
Swing and a miss. Slider right there. Swings and misses. Struck him out. The high heat too much on that one. Here's a big power threat. Hank Aaron. He's already homered here in this one. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
Now, this guy's definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first.
Runner on the move. Foul ball still 0-2. Man, is he fast.
It's so fun to watch.
There's a swing and a drive. Back there. And out of here. Another homer. He's done it again. His second homer of the game. And we're level. It's 7-7.
There was a sinker up in the zone. It looked like it came out of the pitcher's hand a little bit too early. Doesn't have the velocity that good four-seam fastball does. And at the plate, he didn't miss it.
And now the center fielder, Corbin Carroll. He's already homered in this game. And a foul ball at the plate. Pulls it down, and there's two gone.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
Rodriguez stands in now and watches strike one.
Some hitters are just more confident if they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
And a swing and a miss.
That front door slider is such a devastating pitch. You don't want to get beat by the inside fastball, so you cheat a little bit, and then by the time it gets there, it's out of the swing plane.
Mantle snags it, and that is that. Bottom of the sixth, and now it's the switch hitting second baseman, Elly De La Cruz. The pitch.
You know, one of the most memorable innings ever for Elly happened in July 2023. In one inning, De La Cruz hit a two-out single to take the lead and then proceeded to do something that a Reds player hasn't done in more than 100 years. He stole second, third, and home in the same inning. It only took 2 pitches for him to steal all 3 bases.
Swing and a foul over the screen and back out of play. And here it comes. Strike 2. 1 out, bases empty. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Couldn't catch up to the heater. So now it's Corey Seager, 1 for 3. Not close with that one. 1-0. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
1-1.
2 outs. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. That's going back. Back some more. And it's out of here. Corey Seager goes deep. It's 8-7.
It's like he's playing wiffle ball up there, and that's typically not the easiest way to hit a home run. To the slight opposite field, into the gap. Man, making it look easy, that's for sure.
Two outs, nobody on. Mickey Mantle digs in now. Swings through that one for strike 1.
0-1.
Hammer, base hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going. So digging in, Jackson Merrill. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
I love this part of the game. Does he really want to try and steal second against this catcher? I know he's fast, but it's pretty risky.
1 ball, 1 strike.
That one missed. Next offering in there for a strike. And the count's even at 2. And down on strikes he goes. That's the 3rd out. Back here at Coors Field, we go to the top of the 7th. Now it's the second baseman, Adalberto Mondesi. And the right-hander back to work. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. Swings and lines a base hit into left field. And the tying run is on with a leadoff single.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Strike 2.
You're a base runner. You've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
And a swing and a miss. 1 away. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Bobby Witt Jr. Swing and a miss, and 1-0-2 on the radar gun. And it's strike 2. With a single base runner because of all the power they are getting. Here goes the runner. Got him swinging. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag. Now it's Jose Ramirez. A switch hitter batting right. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Jump throw. Save. He's in safely at second. And this one is tied. A run scores in the play. So runner at second, 2 down. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Mickey Mantle.
0-1's the count.
And he deals.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run.
And a swing and a miss. Back here in Denver, now it's the short. Stop, Bo Bichette. The pitch. Ball 1 there. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time.
1 strike.
High fly ball lifted in the air right field. Ohtani makes the catch. And a quick out, number 1. Ian Happ now at the plate. The Happ Daddy. Mason Miller taking over on the mound.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
And misses inside. Next offering in there for a strike. And a count 1-1. 1-0-1 on the gun. Swing and a miss.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
Swings and misses on the fastball up in the zone for the strikeout. Here's the third baseman, Gunnar Henderson. That one is upstairs.
He really committed to that fastball up at the top of the zone. He knows that if he makes a mistake in the zone, it gets hit hard by a power guy like this. That's a nice miss right there.
Left field. Mantle brings it in for the 3rd out. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now it's the DH, Ken Griffey Jr. And the pitch. Foul back our way, and that's out of play. And now the lefty. A little out front there as he swings through.
It's a tough day at the plate. 3 strikeouts already. It's hard not to think negative, but you got to find a way to somehow center up the baseball and put it in play.
Got it! And one away. Hank Aaron, the next to hit. 3 for 3. He's got a double and a pair of home runs. Fought off foul. One down, base is empty. This one chopped on the ground, but foul.
Just missed. If he's able to connect on that, look out.
And he chases that one. Now 2 out. And now it's going to be Corbin Carroll. Strike 1.
That pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge. Just changing planes and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. On to the bottom of the 8th. Now at the plate, William Contreras. And the pitch. And that's outside. And that's ball 1. On the ground to short. Witt. Sends it across to first. 1 gone to the bottom of the 8th. So the batting order turns over. Here's the second baseman, Ellie De La Cruz. And a good eye there. Base is empty, 1 away. Here the bottom half of the 8th inning. And he blows that one by him at 100. Swings and misses. Now 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And that skips into there. 2-2. And another ball. Got him. That's out number 2. Jackie Robinson will hit next. Swing and a miss. Miller, 25 years old, and he was a 3rd-round pick in 2021. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
0-2.
2 down, nobody on. In the air, left field. Can't get there, and now maybe extra bases. In with a double, and the go-ahead runs at second with 2 out. Now it's Corey Seager. First pitch misses. 2 down, go-ahead run at scoring position. Just off the inside edge.
Well, no need to go right at this guy. First base is open. He can hurt you, so make him expand his zone. If he doesn't, give him a walk.
Here comes a pitch. Ball 4, and Seager has taken his base. So first and second with 2 outs. Digging in is the switch-hitting outfielder, Mickey Mantle. Swing and a miss at 100 miles an hour.
1 ball, 1 strike.
In the dirt, but kept close. Runners stay where they are. That's ball 1. That one ripped, but foul.
He's gone off speed. He needs to elevate here with 2 strikes out of the zone.
Next offering upstairs. Robinson over at second. Seager on at first with 2 down. And that one just missed off the outside edge. Now move to first. Back standing. He's in there safely. And they're all loaded up.
Well, the stage has been set for this offense, Boog. It's all about creating opportunities. And this is one of them right here.
New pitcher on here, Tanner Scott.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
2 outs.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Skips in, and excellent work to corral that one. Could have been dangerous. The 1-1. And that's a strike. Bases loaded, 2 down. Swing and a miss, and he struck him. And we're back. Now, Pudge Rodriguez.
The catcher is on Rodriguez.
Chapman back to work. Out to short, Bichette. To first. That takes care of Rodriguez. And now it's the switch hitting. Second baseman at Alberto Mondesi. Swings and misses. It's 0-1.
0-1.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Got him. Now 2-0. So the lineup flips over. Now here is Shohei Ohtani. 0 for 4 with 3 strikeouts and a flyout. Yeah, a big swing and a miss.
Man, 91 on the slider right there. That's a hard one. That's a low-end fastball for some pitchers.
2 outs, base is empty. And a strike right through there. That one in triple digits. Swing and a miss at the splitter, and it's a strikeout. Back here at Coors Field, and the batter. Will be the shortstop, Bo Bichette. And a pitch. And that one fouled off. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Bounce to third. And that one finds its way through. And the winning run is aboard.
Well, that's his first hit in this one, so that should help him feel a little better. There's something about pulling one down the line and shooting it through the infield that's
off-balance feed. There's one. Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice.
Good sinker low in the zone right there and produced exactly what he was looking for. Ball on the ground, nice ground out.
And fouled off.
If it were an average catcher behind the plate, I'd say take second base, but this isn't a catcher you want to run on. His quick release is unreal.
Swings and misses. And the count is 1-2. In the dirt, and the runner stays where he is. With the winning run on at first. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. In the dirt. Nice job behind the plate there. Outside, and that is ball 4. And now the catcher comes up to him. William Contreras. Pitching change here, Tom Henke.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
One away, and the game-winning run stands at second. That one in triple digits. Hits and misses. It's a strikeout. Now it's the second baseman, Elly De La Cruz. Swing and a miss. That one at 1-0-1.
0-1's the count.
Fought off foul. This guy's got good power. With one swing, he can win it for him. And now 1-2. Swing and a miss. That's a strikeout. That's the third out. On to extra innings. Now the number 2 hitter, Bobby Witt. Junior. The pitch. Cracks his bat and pops him up. Here's Jose Ramirez.
In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first and prevent that run from scoring.
Swing and a miss. Runner takes off in the dirt. Blocked. Blocked by the catcher, and he steals second base without a throw. Ohtani at third. Witt stands at second. No outs. Ripped to short. Throws to first in time. One away in the top half of the 10th. Next to hit, Mickey Mantle.
It's such a great feeling when a team can rely on their shortstop to make a play like that. It builds up confidence for everyone on his team. It might even inspire a few more web gems before the game is over.
And the righty deals. And that's ripped for a base hit. One runs in. In there, he's safe.
No, that at-bat had a lot riding on it. Certainly a pivotal swing of the bat in this ball game. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always...
Out into left center for a line drive base hit. Coming home, he will score, and they lead by 3.
Back-to-back base hits. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Man at first, one away.
1 ball, 2
This
strikes.
one in the dirt. And the runner holds. Righty delivers.
Ball, that's down.
Great job of laying off those pitches down in the zone to even the count off at 2-2. So,
Oh, this one high and deep. Way back there. Into the bleachers and gone. And he's gone yard again. That's his 3rd home run of the game. And they tack on to their lead. It's 13-8.
he's putting on quite the show at the dish here in this one, and he's just so locked in with this swing, and he's just not missing right now. 3-homer game, man, it's so special. And I tell you what, it's a lot of fun watching him pull it off as well.
Ball 2.
Just missed. So now a pinch hitter, Fernando Tatis Jr.
Man, it must be nice to pull a superstar off your bench, huh?
No question about this one. It's out of here. A massive home run. It's 14-8.
It's so tough to come in as a pinch hitter and have success. I mean, you really have to keep yourself locked into the game and ready at any time. So it's always impressive to me when someone jumps in there and hits it out. It's a huge lift for your ball club as well.
Here's the catcher, Pudge Rodriguez. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. That one at triple digits. So now a pinch hitter for the catcher, Aaron Judge. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt.
0-2.
Wouldn't chase that time. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Adalberto Mondesi getting ready to hit. That clips the corner. The big 6 spot already on the board this inning here in extra innings. Next offering in there for a strike. 0-2 now. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Back here in Denver, the batter now, Jackie Robinson. The pitch. Right through there for a strike. Next offering is in for a strike.
Now just a cement mixer slider right there. It's a great pitch to hit if you can recognize it early and jump on it.
Makes the catch for the out. Corey Seager now at the plate. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Swings and misses, and it's 0-2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss, struck him out, and they're down to their last out. So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Mickey Mantle. The hit behind with that swing. It's strike 1.
0-1.
Ripped into right center, and that should be extra bases. Runner comes in from second to score, and they cut the lead. It's 14-9. He's in there.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Came screaming off the bat. I'm sure exit velocity is off the charts. No doubt he squared that baseball up perfectly. So there was no fluke to that triple by any means.
They're down to their final strike.
0-2 is the count.
1 strike away. Got him. And that is the ball game.
Well, this is a big win on the road and going extras into 10. So hard to pull those out, but I think this team did a great job of keeping the crowd out of the ball game late. When you can do that, it kind of calms everything down, keeps the adrenaline of the opposing team down a bit, and you can steal a win and get out of here happy.
14-9 at the end of this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Sciambi. Thanks for joining us.